Mic check, mic check. Southwestern men's lacrosse, mic check, mic check, mic check.
Southwestern trying to get back to the win column. They've lost the last 6. Overall, they are 4-7. Their last victory came on the road to Kalamazoo. They beat them on the 6th of March, 11-4. Pirates have not won here at home this season. They're 0-5 in the friendly confines, or maybe not so friendly confines of Varsity Field. Again, 4-7 overall. Losers of the last 6. On the other side of things, Colorado College, one of the perennial Division III programs in the country, and arguably the best program, Division III lacrosse, men's lacrosse west of the Mississippi, and they have been for some time now. They are 8-2 on the season, winners of their last 2 games. To the X we go. Ready to get things underway here in Georgetown. Opening face. Tigers will take it. Both these teams having faced off against the same side, Sewanee, in their last game. It was a 13-6 victory for Colorado College, a 9-7 loss for Southwestern. Tigers played yesterday, hoping maybe some heavy leg on their part. Spoke with Coach Bowman of Southwestern before this game. He said, look, this is a team that they ride heavy. They're going to put 10 guys in the ride the entire game. That means clearing is going to have to be exceptional for Southwestern. And this game is going to be decided between the boxes. Speaking of coming into the box, Tigers looking for the opening goal here. Between the 6 for Southwestern, Dante Avicoli. Avicoli, the sophomore out of Orinda, California. The man in cage. First shot, nicely defended by Southwestern. Good lift check there from Traylor, the sophomore LSM, who Coach Bowman spoke very highly of. Pirates back it up and get possession. Back to Avicoli. 600 minutes in cage this season, a 10.83 goals against average for the Californian. 54% save percentage. There's the ride we mentioned. They are heavy. They are going to put numbers on the ball. You have to clear successfully if you're going to have a chance to beat the Tigers. That is their key. Southwestern knows they have to be good. A very young Pirates team, 76% of their team in the first or second year, and 92% of their offense coming from first or second year players. Good news for the future, but they've gone through growing pains this year. Coming in, still in the left, and the opener found, courtesy of Liam Goodwin, the sophomore out of Lone Tree, Colorado, out of Valor Christian, that famed program there in Colorado. Valor Christian, one of the top high school programs in the state, maybe in the West Coast. Talked a lot about the growth of lacrosse in places like Texas and Colorado. Have really seen it in Colorado. A lot of local talent on this team. Valor Christian, Cherry Creek, some of those premier programs there in the Rocky Mountains. They don't have to travel far for talent, but they're able to bring it in from places near and far. So Goodwin finds the opener. Goodwin with his 10th goal of the season. Back to the draw we go. Battling for the ground ball. Picked up by the Tigers. Opportunity in transition. Moving quickly. Oh, nice finish. High in the cage. Dropped the stick. Goalie Avicoli went down with him. And that's Matt Hudson, the junior from Edina, Minnesota. We'll tell you more about Hudson. He is an absolute beast, is the junior. Hudson leads this team 33 goals now on the season. Hudson breaking a Colorado College modern-day scoring record. Hudson has just been absolutely stellar this season. Had 7 points, 4 goals, and 3 assists in their victory over Sewanee, did Hudson. And he is the man, certainly, for the visitors to keep an eye on. Number 22 in lacrosse is like number 23 in basketball. If you're going to wear it, you better be able to back it up, and Hudson can. Another win at the X. Right now, the faceoff being dominated by the visitors. Great snag here from the LSM going forward. There is Quinn White, the sophomore out of Seattle, O'Day High School product. Nice defense from Southwestern. Great ride, able to force the turnover. Now they need to clear successfully. Pirates clearing game. Haven't had many opportunities, but they need a good one here. Coach Bowman spoke effusively in his praise for their LSMs. He said, look, those guys have been great all year long. They need to be today. Swandle dictating traffic. He's been the man this year, the senior out of Living Rock Academy in San Antonio for the Pirates. He and Houts, the local product, huge part of that offense. Southwestern looking for their first settled 6-on-6 offensive opportunity, trailing 2-0. Here's Swandle back behind. Pirates looking to attack from X. Swindle around the screen, comes top side. Oh, big save that time from Bob Spence, the senior out of Medfield, Mass. First shot he faces. Spence, the nice save on the season. A 9.04 goals against average, 50, almost 60% save percentage, and just under 500 minutes in the 6x6 for Spence. Tigers taking it up. Henry Lord now, the freshman from Calgary out of the famed Hill School in Canada. Southwestern ride is there. So the Pirates doing a good job on the ride. The clear needs to improve, though, for Southwestern as they will take a timeout. Mike Marquand, assistant coach, in charge of the defense and goalies. His men doing their job early on. But 2-0, visitors with the lead. Southwestern, the clearing percentage is outstanding. It's almost 80% they're clearing this season. But you're going up against one of the toughest riding teams you're going to find anywhere. They are absolutely vicious, and I mean that as a huge compliment. It's a 10-man ride. They're going to go the entire game. So if you're going to get a shot, you have to clear. Tigers back on 0. Settled 6-on-6. Happy to spin things around here. Get a touch. Nick Loss, junior out of Santa Cruz. Southwestern EMO defense. First extra man opportunity for the visitors. Nicely done. Pirates able to take it away. Outstanding work defensively from Southwestern. Dyson Kwan, the junior pole out of Vista Ridge High School. And they clear out of the goal. Why not take a crack there? Just bounces over. And fortunate in that situation, Bob Spence was well out of the crease. Didn't have to pay for it. You're going to have to take some gambles in a game like this. That one just not coming up on the Pirates side of things. Southwestern back to attack, coming from X. Keaton Cox still the trigger man. Now Houts, senior from right here in Georgetown. What a season he's had, on an absolute tear. 21 goals to lead the Pirates. Needs to have a big game today. Back behind, Cox comes above GLE, draws the short stick, likes it. Little inside roll. Couldn't finish, though. Picked up, Pirates with a GB, and a nice lift check will send it out. Southwestern saw the matchup they wanted to exploit. Had the short stick, couldn't finish, though, and so far Bob Spence has come up with some big saves. Shot clock will reset. Just about 5 minutes in to the opening period. 2-0 Tigers leading the Pirates here in Georgetown. Savvy under Grice, the freshman from Tulsa, another one of those growing hotbeds of lacrosse. Houts comes around one, the bounce just sends it over. Pirates will back it up. And on a hard natural grass surface like this, those bounce shots, they will definitely work if you can measure them. Back to Houts. Looking to step in, always trying to feed. Sneaking from X was Jackson Strausser. Strausser, the senior out of Plano from Jesuit up in Dallas, one of the top high school programs here in the state. Pirates need a good ride here, trying to force something. Easily up into the box. No trouble there from Grayson Broomfield, sophomore from Bainbridge in the greater Seattle area. So back to work. Tigers happy to settle things down, get the personnel they want out on the field. Able to pick it up cleanly. Unfortunately, it'll end up in the stick of Ticelli. Again, Colorado College, methodical in this, dodging downhill. Opportunity, Goodwin, he had the opener. Backed up. Another opportunity here. Still 60 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Goodwin and company. Going low. Nice save that time, and that is the man the Pirates need to keep an eye on, Hudson, the junior. Said it. He certainly is not the only one by any stretch, but he is the most dangerous. The Pirates' defense has been impressive thus far. Offense still trying to find its footing. And taken away, massive check there. Here come the Tigers in transition. Great opportunity. Harrison Yu into the box. Oh, and just off the lip of the plastic. Came off the head of the stick, and it'll be Pirates' ball. Couldn't secure it that time. Nick Johnson. Southwestern turned over again. And right now, the settled offense in the clearing game not going their way. It's still very early on. 7:45 remaining here in the first period. Still just 2-0 Tigers. The battle of the black and gold. Southwestern today in the white home uniforms. Visitors in the black and gold. Here comes Goodwin again. Content to sweep across, nothing doing. Nicholas now, the Santa Cruz, California product, rips from long range. Oh, massive save. Avicoli with a big ground ball picked up. Goodwin will keep possession with the Tigers. Goodwin, open man, feeding the crease, and nice finish. Simply too easy. Got to keep a stick on the cutters at the bare minimum. Cutting across, got lost in the mixture, and is able to finish for his second. 3-0. Tigers on top early. We remind you, if you have not already, we wholeheartedly encourage you to subscribe and like our Southwestern University Athletics YouTube channel. If you have, very much appreciate the support. And while you're at it, make sure you download Southwestern Athletics mobile app. You can follow along on all the updates, latest and greatest in Southwestern University athletics. Busy time of the year here, men's and women's lacrosse, baseball, softball, track and field. Make sure you're supporting wherever you are. 3-0. Tigers, 7:03 remaining here in the first period. So far, really just been the settled offense for Southwestern, not clicking thus far. In the clearing game, those are the things they're going to have to figure out a way around. We knew the clearing game was going to be an issue. A team that rides the way Colorado College does, that is always going to be an issue for their opponents. That and Southwestern not getting it done in the face-off X. Those three, that's a tough trio to overcome. If you're not winning in the draw, if you're not able to clear successfully, and if your settled 6-on-6 offense isn't paying dividends. Back to the X we go after Godwin's second. Dylan Mackey, the freshman out of the Garden State, Sayreville, New Jersey product. St. Joseph Metuchen. So far, he's having some issues with Trevor Mackles. Mackles, the senior, another Garden City product out of Princeton, Lawrenceville. So we've got a pair of New Jersey natives going out the X here in Georgetown and sailed high. Roman Ticelli there, the senior from Needham, Mass, on the shot. Tigers in no hurry. They will get their personnel out. Tigers came out in their pregame with the Colorado State flag, as you would imagine. Also the Haudenosaunee, the Iroquois Confederacy flag. Got to give respect to that, the inventors of this great game. So showing some love there to the founders of this sport. Nice for low release. Big save from Avicoli. That's a difficult shot, particularly through traffic, but he came up with it easy, and they able to find it out. Diego Herrera. Southwestern battling for possession. Oh, kept in. Nicely done. Good work. Transition opportunity here. 3-on-2. Avicoli with another save. Pirates got a stick in there at the last second. Pirates defense standing tall thus far. Southwestern pressing very far out that time. Fehrenbacher, the sophomore LSM out of Sherwood, Oregon. Avicoli with another big save. He's going to have a monster game. The Orinda, California native. Battling for the GB here. Nicely done. Kicked forward. Ultimately secured by Nick Johnson. Everybody knows if you can't get the stick to it, get a foot to it. Power now. Draws the short stick well outside the box. See if he sends this one down the alley. No, he'll be pressed and elects to send it back behind. You think that's the matchup they probably like, though. Here's another one. Trying to sweep across. Oh, well defended by Southwestern. And now the pole comes out. Trying to get in. Got the hands free, push from behind. No flag. They'll let him go. Physical. And picked up on the crease. Avicoli standing on his head. What a save. That was a point-blank crease crank right in front of him, and he still made the save. But there's that clear we mentioned for Southwestern. Not able to get it into the box, and here comes Godwin the other way. Goodwin inside. Trying to finish across. Flag down, and beautiful tic-tac-toe passing. Ultimately, it's going to be Matt Hudson, the junior from Minnesota, with his second. Give Goodwin credit. Unselfish there, moving the ball around. Everybody knows the ball moves faster than you do. Beautiful work coming down to GLE, passing up top to the crease, and Hudson, no trouble there on the finish, nor would you expect there would be from a player of his caliber. And we talked about Hudson. He has just been on an absolute tear this season. 4 goals, 3 assists in that victory over Sewanee. Colorado College had 52 shots in that victory compared to just 33 by Sewanee. Hudson now the modern day, that is 2000, the year 2000 onward, Colorado College goals scoring leader. That's an impressive list of players, I can assure you, too. Power out of Cherry Creek there, just outside of Denver. Sent down the alley. Looking to attack from behind. Coming top side, has a step, slide comes. But if you're going to get there, you've got to get body to him. Good rotation defense, Southwestern. Coming inside, able to split one, looking for the shot. Nice trail check. Just trying to find space to get it back and hung it just enough to give Southwestern a chance. Now here comes the clearing game. Another miscue. That has really been the story here with 3:10 remaining in the first quarter. The Pirates have not been able to clear successfully, and back to work. Going to be Gavin Pope now. Looking inside. Goalie there. Pirates, we'll see if they go with the old school one-man clear. Cal Stewart looking to do just that. Find somebody with a good stick who can run, and sandwiched between a pair of Tigers was Traylor. Another opportunity, 3-on-2 here. Pirates trying to get back quickly. Little BTP and well off the mark there. The shot from Pope, junior from Portland. Nice feed there. That time coming from Johnson, and nothing fancy about it. That was the better opportunity. As long as it's accurate, it doesn't matter how it gets there. That ride, absolutely vicious. Continues to force turnovers. Thought about it, little check. Taken away by Southwestern. Here they come. Pirates a chance if they can push here in transition. They have numbers. Outs inside, rips off the crossbar. An absolute laser coming off the pipe. And they'll stay with the Pirates. 2:15 remaining here in the first period. They trail 4-0. Pirates really need a goal here to end this quarter. If nothing else, have to get something on the board. It's been all Tigers thus far. Just a bit of momentum going into the second quarter would be huge. Swano coming from behind, switches, comes topside and finishes. There it is. Ask and you shall receive. Matthew Swandle, senior from San Antonio, gets it done with his 10th goal of the season. That is massive for Southwestern. Confidence, getting something on the board. A flag down as well with a minute 50 remaining here to end this first quarter. The Pirates with the goal and the EMO. Pirates' first man up opportunity of the game. Pirates just about 32% on the man up this season. A great opportunity here. Unnecessary roughness going against the Tigers. It'll be 1 minute with just under 2 remaining in the quarter. So essentially make it take it for Southwestern here, scoring and getting possession back and an extra man. See what they can do in their first EMO. Looking to feed all the pass low, intended for Houts. Ball on the turf. Nobody able to pick up the ground ball, and now they will. Cox with it for the Pirates. Had his steam going straight in, thought about it. Pulls it out, shot off the mark that time from Strausser. A huge EMO here at the end of the first. Southwestern trailing by 3. Oh my, what a check. Able to dislodge it. Here come the Tigers now, down a man, looking to press in transition. Now they have a chance to score to end this first period, and they're wisely just going to settle it. Thought they may even press there, and they're just going to kill this penalty. And that should still give them a little time here at the end of the period. Listen, little pole playing on offense there. Like it that time is Roman Ticelli staying up. Now he will come off. Pirates doing a good job keeping an eye on number 22. Hudson has not been able to find much space, but he already has 2 goals. .15 seconds remaining in the quarter. Good one. Hudson rips. Oh, beautiful save. High to high. Too easy for a goalie the caliber that time of Avicelli. He's going to make it. Avicoli, excuse me. Give him credit. Pirates goalies kept them in this. Dante Avicoli with another big save. As the first quarter comes to a close, 4-1. Tigers leading the Pirates here in Georgetown. Again, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Don Hewitt Chevrolet and Buick, Airmark Food and Facility Services, Double Dave's Pizza, Frost Bank, Fairfield Inn and Residence Inn, Higginbotham Insurance and Financial Services, Texas Honey Ham, Ideal Signs, Frontier Bank, Syntex Shirts and Embroidery, and Rivery Coffee. You look at this Colorado College schedule, 8-2 winners of their last 2. The victory here yesterday over Swanee, 13-6. They beat DeSales in Pennsylvania, 21-8. Before that, they were on the road at Salisbury there on the peninsula in Maryland, falling to the Seagulls 21-5. That is the 5th-ranked team in the country and one of the best Division III teams in history. I mean, they're absolute powerhouse are the Seagulls of Salisbury. They've certainly taken on some top teams, including Illinois Wesleyan, the Titans there in Bloomington, Illinois. That was their season opener, fell 11-10. That is a up-and-coming team, make no mistake about it. Southwestern loss here on Friday to Swanee, fell 7-9. And they fell to Center previous to that. But Coach Bowman said it. He goes, look, March is rough for us. And he was very upfront. He didn't make any excuses. He said all these teams want to come down here. They want to take their spring break trips. We're hosting a lot of teams, a lot of neutral site games. It's just back to back to back. And the good news is for Southwestern, this is their final game in the month of March. The bad news is it's going to be on the road as they just have 2 more home games. The next 2 at Rhodes and at Hendricks coming up on April the 4th and April the 11th, respectively. Again, you can find that full schedule at southwesternpirates.com. Next time you can see them at home, it'll be April the 18th, hosting Oglethorpe before they wrap the season, the regular season, April 25th against Barry. Now back to the X we go. Mackles, the senior from Princeton, New Jersey. Mackey, the freshman from Sayreville, New Jersey. The Garden State battle. And I say that, Southwestern may make a change, and they're going to. Campbell Duke, the freshman out of Hayward, California, San Ramon High School product, trying to mix things up at the X. The result the same as Michael sends that one wide. Right now, Tigers having their way at the X. Pirates did come up with a big goal and a much-needed one, courtesy of Matthew Swandle there towards the end of the first period. Good one. Nice bull dodge, draws the charge. Yeah, he was able to draw the second. He was looking that time for Nicholas. But the pass just low for big number 76. Southwestern back to work. Here's the clear we talked about. They're successful this time. Pirates. Mahoon slowing things down. The freshman out of Memorial in Houston. Knighton looking to dance. The freshman out of St. Andrews down in Austin. A very impressive high school player from the Austin area. Talk about a great upside. Joining his brother here, Caleb, an LSM for the Pirates. Step. Massive save there from Bob Spence, but the flag is down. Pirates will have an EMO coming their way. Thus far, both goalkeepers have been impressive. Dante Avicoli for Southwestern, his counterpart Bob Spence for Colorado College. Here's the MO for Southwestern, 0 for 1 thus far. Couldn't find anything on the first. Have to take advantage of these extra man opportunities. They are just that, opportunities. Good ball movement here. Tigers packed in tightly. Going to force Southwestern to beat them from the outside. Tried to feed the crease and just right into the teeth of that Tigers defense. Southwestern still possession. Taking the shot high. White Ferda, junior from Colorado Springs, the local product, getting there. Short stick defensive midfielder, able to alter that shot. Back to work from X, coming top side. Spence there again. Here comes Harrison Yu into the box. Tigers have numbers. Very well done there from Southwestern, sticking the passing lane. Sam Stillwell, the sophomore from Las Vegas. That's defense 101. Sticks up and in the passing lanes. Too many young defenders keep those sticks at their hips. Pirates unable to clear. Hudson, massive save. Avicoli again. He's unable to locate it, though. Tigers had it momentarily, and BTB on the crease. That's what happens. Allowed the rebound. Pirates couldn't locate it, and the Tigers make them pay. The initial save from Avicoli is outstanding, but you have to get eyes on the ball. You can't let it hang out at the top of your crease. Bad things happen. A goal credit to Nick Johnson, the junior, with his first of the game. Johnson with his 10th of the season. Pirates fans hoping Southwestern is going to bring a little momentum into this second period. But the Tigers able to strike first, back to a 4-goal lead, equaling their largest of the game, up 5-1 early stages, quarter number 2. Here is Matt Hudson. 2 goals. The Pirates have done a good job keeping somebody on him. I say that. 2 of the 5 goals just gives you an idea of the kind of player he is. Good one. Now Matthew Colina draws the short stick matchup, looks to go to work. Trying to go around the screen of Hudson. Colina able to drop it off. Tigers looking to attack from X. Hudson has the short stick. He desperately wants the ball draped all over him, but you can see Hudson really wanted that. Oh, massive check. Flag goes flying, though, and it's going to be on Southwestern. Looks to be great work defensively from Zach Fabian, the junior out of Central Catholic in San Antonio. It's going to be a man up now coming for the Tigers. And Chris Stefik over in the box on the other side, the senior out of Houston, Ridgepoint High School product for the Pirates. So Stefik out. Pirates down a man, at least temporarily. Still 11 minutes remaining in this first half. Tigers a chance for their largest lead if they can find the back of the net here. Hudson feeding the crease. Nice look. Outstanding work from Johnson, too. Tight roping the crease. Looks like he lost his footing. Was able to stay up, even threw a fake in there. But full credit to Hudson. It was a great look. Right to the top of the crease. Had to throw it on a absolute laser and did. It's a lesson for young players. If you're going to feed the crease, in fact, if you're going to feed anywhere, throw it hard. Excuse me. Back to the X. Kicked out right in the hand. Roman Ticelli comes up with it. 6-1 Tigers on top. Still almost 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Tigers do a great job pressing when it's there. If it's not, they'll slow it down, wait for the personnel. Just a high IQ team, and you see their 5th-year head coach, Mike Horowitz, former Israeli national team goalie. Nick lost that big body. Oh, nice save going low. Abicoli there again on the crease. Nobody able to pick it up initially. Pirates finally secure the ground ball. Could not allow that ball to hang out at the top of your crease. Now Southwestern. Beautiful clear here. Can they make something of it? Clear was an issue in the first quarter. Maybe it's improved here in the second. Pirates doing their job. Cal Stewart. Nicely done now. Josh Swandle. Matthew's younger brother. He will like to go back to X. Check there. Swandle's going to end up with it, trying to find a bit of space. Right now, just Southwestern needs to keep those cutters across the crease, keep the off-ball movement. If you're stagnant, it's too easy for the defense. They really tried to force the feed there. Pirates battling. Nice work from Henry Lohr, the freshman from Calgary. Mentioned out of the Hill School. Perennially one of the top high school programs in the country. Southwestern with a great ride, able to force the turnover. Now they need something with it. Backed up, they're going to say it's Pirates ball. And a timeout taken. 8:30 remaining in the first half. Colorado College on top, 6-1 here in Georgetown. Seen much improved clearing game and writing game from Southwestern, and that is going to be huge. If they're going to claw their way back into this one, need to be better in both of those facets and better at the X as well. Bill Bowman, 15th season in charge of his alma mater. He was the club coach before Southwestern upgraded the club program to a Division III NCAA program. He was in charge of that club team for 12 years, so altogether almost over a quarter century in charge for Coach Bowman here in Georgetown. He is a fixture on this campus. Recruited some of the top talent, not just in the state, but really anywhere in Division III lacrosse. That loss to Swanee for Southwestern. Southwestern had 45 shots as opposed to only 28 for the Tigers, but Southwestern even won the ground ball battle, but only one EMO goal in that one. Those are the kind of things. It's an opportunity in the name, extra man opportunity. You have to make the most of it. A difficult loss for Southwestern Friday night. And question coming into today, how do you bounce back from a loss like that? Haven't won a home game this season, lost 6 in a row. Obviously heavy legs after a very busy month of March. Taking on a top team here in Colorado College. Now, ate that one. Great work. Coaches love it. Fantastic getting in the face of that one was Henry Lord. I've been impressed with the defense from the freshman out of Alberta. Lord is staying out there. Little gimpy. 34 in gold still out on the field defending. Big save going low again. That was Dylan Knight, the freshman, former St. Andrews Highlander. He's gotten some big minutes. We mentioned so much of this offense, 92% coming from first years and sophomores. Knight, a very talented young player with a huge ceiling. Is Southwestern. Another miscue in the clearing game. And that time, unable to hold it. Now his opposite number going to work. Trying to sneak inside, using that big body. And Nicholas does a really good job of that. As the junior from Santa Cruz, has size. You don't have to be the fastest. Anyone who's played or watched box can tell you that. If your stick protection is good, use the size. Will Honey now, the freshman out of St. Ignatius in San Francisco. Maybe the best program in the West Coast all time when it comes to boys high school lacrosse. The Wildcats there, they've been a powerhouse for over 25 years, longer than that. And a big ground ball picked up by the aforementioned Honey. Year in, year out, one of the best high school programs, not just in the Golden State, but anywhere west of the Mississippi. Trying to attack from X. 1 second on the shot clock. Did get the shot off in time. And Avicoli is there with the save. You wonder if the Tigers are going to start running more shot clock, longer settled possessions here. With 6.5 remaining in the first half and a 6-1 lead. Southwestern taking a bit of air out of it here, and wise decision. Cox. Drop it off coming from X. Talk about using the size. Go right through a stick check. Most of the times you can go through a body check too, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if you can do that with Oscar Armour, the freshman from Mill Valley. He's got some size, number 55. Southwestern turned over again. These unforced turnovers. Trying to find Jeffrey Jordan, the sophomore out of Bishop Lynch in Dallas. Kind of things you have to clean up. And somehow splitting a pair of defenders. Wyatt Furta were the Tigers. Back to Hudson. His only 2 goals came in the first quarter. Hasn't had many opportunities here in the second as number 22. He rolled off the pick. He was open momentarily, but they elected to go back behind. It's going to be in the crease called against the Tigers. Rare miscue there. Now Southwestern gives it right back. Cal Stewart, the intended target, couldn't come up with it. Here come the Tigers. Hudson, too easy. A hat trick for Matt Hudson, junior from Medina, Minnesota, is as advertised. But that is simply too easy for really any attacker. Forced to turn over in transition, get it back. Bearing down Avicoli, nothing he could do about that. A 6-goal lead, just under 5 minutes remaining in the half. And the Pirates need a real concerted effort here in this final 4:46 of half number 1. They need a push. Need to try to pull this back within 3 or even 4. Get something positive going into the halftime break. They did it at the end of the first quarter. They were better at the end of the first quarter. They found their lone goal, but they have not found a goal here in the second quarter. The Tigers have just been able to extend this lead. Lacrosse, game of momentum. It's a game of runs. Rarely do you see teams exchange goals. It's 3, 4, 5 at a time. And a big save there. Quinn White, the sophomore from Seattle, looking for a pole goal. You talk about momentum. If a pole scores, that puts everybody up. Ride. And they're letting White stay out there. I was to say that. They're going to pull him back. As a pole, you may get 1 opportunity. You're probably not going to get 2. Dodging down, high to high. Nice save from Avicoli on Harrison Yu. And our Brophy prep there in the greater Phoenix area. The Tigers just move the ball well. They know it moves faster than they do. Their spacing is impeccable. And that'll tire a defense out. If you're having to play defense as much as Southwestern is, it takes it out of you. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. Power likes to take it back behind himself. Still in the stick of number 50. Power beats 1, comes top side. Now here's Hudson with the short stick. And you could see Matt Hudson immediately telling his teammates to move. He wants to take this. Power coming in. Battle for the ground ball here. Pirates come up with it. Massive ground ball there. Matt Fair. And then given right back over. Just exasperating from Southwestern. They force a turnover on one end, look like they have something going on the other, and they give it right back. 2.5 remaining in half number 1. Power looking inside. And a nice finish going low for Wyatt Furta, junior out of Colorado Springs. The local product picks up his first goal of the game. Furta with his 8th of the season. Back to the X we go. Mackey for Southwestern. Trying to get something going, and he does. Able to win it there over Mackles. hugely needed for Southwestern. Had to get something positive going their way, and they will. This is a key possession for Southwestern. Take your time. Get the right shot. And hopefully find your first goal of the quarter and just second of the game. Jordan off the bounce, not on target. Pirates still there. Houts using his speed, bounces it wide. Like the shot, particularly from number 55 in white. He's the one coming from behind, three-quarter bouncer. That's a shot. Back to Jordan, has the short stick defending. They like this matchup. On, laid off. Houts around the screen, still Houts. That's it, spinning back, you have the short stick. Slide didn't get there in time, beautiful finish. And Matthew Houts is on the board, his first of the game, 22nd of the season. That leads the Pirates. Has over 100 career points in his Pirates career. One of the best all time. And that's the man. In a game like this, you need to get something going. Get the ball in the stick of number 11. He will make things happen. 61 seconds remaining here in the half. 8-2, Tigers on top. Pirates really need this win. Trying to get something going. Easy call there, pushing the back. Mackey, maybe a bit of frustration on the part of the freshman, Fogo, and he will head off and certainly get a talking to as well. And the Tigers, they're going to take a timeout. 48 seconds remaining in the half. 6-goal lead, and it's a heads-up play. Looks like you're going to lose the face. Instead, the push from behind. You have possession, 48 seconds. 6-goal lead. Wise timeout. Can't take them with you. Again, remind you, the Pirates on the road for the next two, heading to Memphis, Tennessee, and Conway, Arkansas, to take on Rhodes and Hendricks, respectively. And they will be home here to wrap the regular season. They will face the Stormy Petrels of Oglethorpe on Saturday, April the 18th. That'll be a 4 p.m. face-off to get things underway. And then the following weekend, April 25th, a 1 p.m. start on Saturday, hosting the Vikings of Berry College. Full schedule as always, southwesternpirates.com. Visitors, they will stay on the road heading to Elmhurst, Illinois, and Adrian, Michigan, to take on Elmhurst and Adrian, respectively, before they head home to the friendly confines of Washburn Field to host a centenary team. Then they start to turn their sights to the NCAA Division III playoffs. That first round will begin on May the 6th. The goal is to get to Labor Day into Foxborough, Massachusetts, host of this year's Division III final. Yeah, every year it's become a bigger and bigger deal, and not just Division I, but Division II and Division III. Great to see the growth of the game. And if you have not been before, wholeheartedly encourage you to go. Even if your team's not involved, it is an absolute party. Best college men's lacrosse. Simply nothing like the atmosphere and the spectacle there. 35 seconds remaining here in the half. Goodwin has the short stick. And he's just dancing right now, taking time. Number 44 has been impressive, the sophomore from Lone Tree, Colorado. And as I say that, that's a broadcaster's curse. I'll take responsibility for that one. You say good things about somebody, those things tend to happen. As he throws it away, trying to find Hudson. And Hudson able to dislodge it. Fabian still with it. Pirates 4 seconds, need a shot, no time to waste. They're not going to get it as the first half comes to a close. 8-2, Colorado College on top here at halftime. We'll step aside, back with you in just about 10 minutes for half number 2 at Varsity Field in Georgetown, where the Colorado College Tigers lead the Southwestern Pirates 8-2 at half. Welcome back. Start of the second half here at Georgetown. Beautiful Varsity Field. Southwestern University, glad to have you with us. Colorado College on top. 8-2 as we get the second half underway. Pirates making a change in goal. Ferris Garcia stepping in, the sophomore out of Lake Travis High School. Just 51 minutes of action on the season. 5.87 goals against average and a 62% save percentage as he will take over for Avicoli, who started and played the entirety of the first half. Back to the X we go. That was one of the stories of the first half. The face-off dominated by the visitors. That and, well, the clearing game. Southwestern just 7 of 16 in clears in the first half. Just 7 successful clears. Conversely, Colorado College was 9 of 11. And if you wanted to distill the first half, that's pretty much as fine a point as you can put on it. Tigers back to work offensively. Southwestern needs to come out, get something going early here in the second half if they're going to have a chance to battle back against a team they've never beaten. 23 previous matchups, all won by Colorado College. Southwestern looking to break that inauspicious streak here today, but they're going to have to come from behind to do it. Tigers. Godwin coming top side, just misses. Well, Southwestern, nobody chasing. Garcia wisely comes out of the crease, follows it up and gets possession for Southwestern. Just a mental mistake there. Fabian slipping, turns it over. And the poor clearing continues for Southwestern. Nothing going their way. Now in transition, a rip from the 6 by this number 2-5 that time. And it's a pole goal from Quinn White, sophomore from O'Day High School in Seattle. I'm telling you right now, those pole goals are energy boosters. They just bring it. White able to find the back of the net. His second goal of the season for the Emerald City native. Right now, everything going the Tigers' way. Still in the entirety of the second half to play. And back to the X we go. Mackles continues to dominate. Splitting in a pair and finishing is Gavin Pope, the junior from Portland. Pope with his first. Did a great job, just able to get small right between a pair of Pirate defenders. Neither took body, and that's the thing. Talk about this. Everybody wants a chase stick. If you are going to slide, particularly inside, you're getting close, put them down. Use your body. They did not, and Pope able to take advantage. 2 quick goals, less than 90 seconds into the second half. Mackles back to work. He bounces it wide. Colorado College has come out playing the way that you would expect Southwestern would to start this second half. Pirates digging themselves an even deeper hole. Their largest deficit today, down 8. They need to be careful this one does not get away from them. You just get the feeling that Colorado College really putting their foot down on the gas. Tried to go high, that jump shot, yeah. Young players like it, but you take yourself off the ground, you lose that extra push you have because your strength of your shot comes from the legs, it comes from the body. Massive save there. Garcia able to stop the BTB, and you can see right now things starting to get a little chippy. A flag comes down as there was both a Pirate and a Tiger down, and Pirates assistant coach Mike Marklin less than pleased if this goes against Southwestern. It was 2 quick fouls, but I think this is going to go against the Pirates. It will indeed. And it's going to be on Cal Stewart. Oh, I say that. No, it will not. Apologies there. Stewart coming out. Stewart remains on. There's going to be a slash on Diego Herrera, the sophomore out of Plano East, with a 30-second penalty. Back to the EMO go the Tigers. Skipping one there over to the far side. Power. Back to number 50. Looking inside. Beautiful finish. Caught it high, went low. Lucas Orbringer, the freshman out of Air Academy in Colorado Springs, getting into the action. Give Colorado College credit. Only 3 players, I should say, with more than 1 goal. Johnson with 2. Hudson leads with 3. Goodwin has 2, and everyone else just 1. But they're spreading the wealth. Obviously, to talk about Matt Hudson for good reason, as talented as he is. But they're finding the open man. Mackles looking to go back to work for the Tigers. Again, facing off against Traylor now. Traylor, Pirates trying to throw new looks at the X, but to no avail. Hard to get down to a team that is so dominant at the face-off X, and obviously in a game like Lacrosse, if you can win, said it earlier, it's essentially make it, take it. If you get a goal, you've got a good Fogo, he's going to get you possession back. We've seen that here from Colorado College as they have been on offense the vast majority of this game, and the scoreline reflecting that. Honey, the freshman from St. Ignatius in San Francisco. Sends it back behind. Massive save there, good work. Garcia, he's done well. The sophomore from Lake Travis faced some shots. Yeah, always a tough task stepping into the pipe against a team like Colorado College. You're already down. A little bit of energy already sucked out of the sails of the Pirates. Tough position to be in for Garcia. He's done a good job thus far. And thrown away, just poor pass there. Went low, couldn't come up with it. It was intended for Johnson. Pirates need to clear. That was the issue in the first half. They were less than 50% in the clearing game in half number 1. Avion. Southwestern much better here, doing a good job. Rice, a talented freshman, great size at 6'1", 220 out of Bishop Kelly, the Tulsa native. A player of that size, you just want to make him dodge downhill every time. You don't have to be fancy. Stick protection, get the momentum, dodge downhill, slide comes, dish. And a battle here. 55 on 55, and Armour that time coming up the better, but it's turned right back over. Southwestern still with it. Houts lost it. Able to get it back. That's a stick protection we talked about. Keep it high and tight by the ear hole. Start to drop it. Good defenders will take it. Nearly thrown away again, and it is. Ground ball picked up. Tigers have been outstanding in the ground ball battle. In transition and finishing no trouble is Hudson, who now has 4 to lead all scorers. Hudson with his first of the second half. Two of the 4 have been just like that. Pirates have turned it over in transition. Tigers have been able to come up with easy ground balls. They found number 22, and he'll find the back of the net. A player like him, you have to make him work for goals. He's going to get goals. That's going to happen. He's going to score, but they have to be much more difficult than the last 2 he scored. Back to the X, one again. That time Bryce Ferguson, the freshman from the Keystone State, coming on. So seeing a new Fogo out there. These days they want to call them FOS, face-off specialists. They don't like the term Fogo. They don't like the connotation of they come off. Pirates able to hold on. Nicely done there. Matt Fair, the freshman from Bowie High School in South Austin, took a shot, able to hold on, kept possession. Great work from number 66 in white. Dylan Knighton again. Talented freshman. Like the short stick matchup he has. Now Jordan down the alley, saw the slide coming, wisely pulled it back. See if Knighton gets another opportunity. Still the short stick. He's going to take it, just bounces it well off the mark. Again, very impressive player, has the ability, but on your home field, you have to know the bounce better than that. Knighton, once again, three-quarter, spins there. Little Ole from Harrison U. Freshman easily with the successful clear for the Tigers. .740 remaining in the third quarter. 12-2, Tigers on top. Tigers have not scored here in the second half. It's Colorado College who actually came out. They were up 8-2, and they've outscored Southwestern 4-0 here in the third quarter. Good one. Still good one. Drives in. Oh, big save from Garcia. As we talk about sliding to body, you've got to get more than a stick on a player of that size and ability. A great clearing pass that time. Garcia able to find Stefik. Beautiful pass from the sophomore goalie. Saby, the sophomore. Now Cox. Cox, second leading scorer on this team, but has not really been a factor thus far. The player you need to get going as well, and here he is on cue. Outs, thrown away, under pressure. Tigers back to work, no trouble there. Kalina just running through the stick check. Kalina, the sophomore out of Massachusetts, Governor's Academy product. Likes the matchup. He's going to stick with it. 49 still in possession. Risky this time. It rumps in New Jersey, just bounces it wide. Tigers are able to get free and more than their hands. I mean, you just need a few inches, but they're able to find the separation. Slide comes in, nicely done. Great work from Stefik. That's what you want from a senior, leading by example. Somebody has to up the physicality defensively from Southwestern. Bobbion, great work. Able to find AB2. Pirates need to push, no time to waste. They had the opportunity, and you're down 10 goals. You have to take those transition, because that's what happens. You had a better opportunity. Instead, a save, outlet, and now the fast break opportunity is the other way. Flipped on and just ripped high from Hudson. said earlier, Southwestern's going to have to take some chances. And a timeout taken by Southwestern. 4:46 remaining in the third. They trail 12-2. And I think from here on out, if there's any even slight transition opportunity, they have to take it. They have to push numbers, try to make something happen. Once again, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Don Hewitt Chevrolet and Buick, Aramark, Double Dave's Pizza, Rudy's Barbecue, Frost Bank, Fairfield Inn and Residence Inn, Higginbotham Insurance and Financial Services, Texas Honey AM, Ideal Signs, Frontier Bank, Syntex Shirts and Embroidery, and Rivery Coffee. Huge thanks for their continued support of Southwestern University Athletics. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday wherever you may be joining us from. A beautiful day here in Central Texas. Characteristically cool yesterday. Temperature today back in the low 80s, but a very nice breeze, about 15 miles an hour, going from right to left across Varsity Field here in Georgetown. Couldn't ask for a whole lot more. Colorado College came out early, took the lead, and they've never relinquished it. Southwestern trying to battle back on the road. It's going to be a change in goal, it appears, for the visitors, and that is indeed the case as Sam Rich comes on. Rich, the freshman out of Boulder, Colorado. He will take over for Bob Spence on the season. Rich, 70 minutes of action. He's given up 8 goals, has a .678 goals against average, and a save percentage of 58. Shot clock never started. Now that has been rectified, and back to work we go. And Nicholas, the junior from Santa Cruz, California there. Back behind, you're starting to see some new faces out on the field for the Tigers. 10-goal lead, under 5 minutes remaining in the third period. And a shot well off the mark. Always difficult, Nicholas. Trying that sidearm crank on the run. Always found it easier to shoot just over the top. Obviously, time and room completely different. But on the run, that's a tough shot to get a lot of momentum behind. So backed up, it'll stay with the Tigers. Southwestern physicality's been upped. That's what you need to see, and oh, difficult there. You have to really feel for Garcia. He made the initial save, but his momentum couldn't keep him upright, and that ball just popped out of his pocket and ultimately into the back of the goal. I believe they're going to give it to Obringer. That'll be his second for the freshman from Colorado Springs. Again, you really have to feel for Ferris Garcia in that situation. Made the tough save. Sometimes as a goalie, that's how it happens. Right now, things definitely not going the Pirates' way. Back to the X we go. Ground ball picked up by the Tigers. Their transition game, both clearing and riding, has been exceptional, and that's what you have to do. Do the little things. Win at the face-off X. Be the better clearing and riding team. Win the ground ball battle. Chances are you'll come away victorious, even if you're not shooting particularly well. Those things win games. Pirates now. Back the other way. Cox. Swandle. Back from Cox. Swandle has a short stick, likes the matchup, steps in, big save there. Nicely done from Sam Rich, first real test. And he comes up aces. And wide open, has a man here. Tigers again, looking to show what they can do in the clearing game. Tic-tac-toe, off the pipe, did everything. Beautiful work. Looking for that upper 90 off stick high, perfect place to put it. Tigers, as I mentioned earlier, do a very good job. If the transition opportunity's there, they're going to press. Doing a good job in this situation. You bring a man back, you bring one forward, have to bring somebody with them. And if that defender is not right there, you're generally going to have an advantage with that man coming across midfield, the head of steam. Sefik, been impressive defensively. Too easy, feeding the crease. And it's going to be Charlie Faldy, the senior out of Hamilton, Mass., the Pingree High School product with his first goal of the game. But a great crease feed, and that's the thing. Good attackman, no. The second that defender turns his head, not looking at you, that's when you move. If your teammates are doing their job, they're going to have their head up, stick up, ready to feed. It was a nice look, Faldy, with an easy finish. Back to the X. One Trevor Flynn that time, the junior from Manhattan Beach out of Loyola High School. Oh, looking for a little Canadian. All right. Face-off specialist, not known for their offhand. They don't really have to have one, let's be perfectly honest here. You can win at the X, you're doing your job. Just under 90 seconds remaining here in the third period. 14-2. Tigers on top. They've outscored Southwestern 6-0 here in the third quarter thus far. Beautiful. Give credit where credit is due. Drop the release point. Goalie's going to drop with it. A low release to a high finish. That's as pretty as it gets. Faldy that time with his second quick succession for the senior from Hamilton, Mass. Talk about changing angles. It's really about changing release points. You don't want a goalie to get kind of comfortable with where you go. But if you've got a high overhand shot that finishes low, forces the goalie not only to track it, but to track it not on line. Same thing with a low release that finishes high in the cage. Just so difficult for goalies to stop. Under a minute remaining here in the third, Pirates desperately trying to get something, looking for their first goal in the third quarter. Dylan Knight now. Jordan likes the matchup with the short stick. Instead, he'll go on to Knighton, who has a pole. Now back to 23 go the Pirates. Looking inside. Nice look. Josh Schwandel that time, but he couldn't put it on frame. Pirates with it, but just 15 seconds here at the end of the third quarter. Need to move quickly. Looking inside. Beautiful finish from Jackson Strasser, who has his first of the game for the former Jesuit star. That's what you need. Telling you, the bounce shot, most underutilized shot in this game. High release, nothing fancy. You force a goalie to go all the way down and up. He has to track the ball on the bounce as well. On a natural grass field like this that has good bounce, good pop, just such a difficult save for a goalie to make. The Pirates with their first goal of the quarter. Just a few seconds remaining here at the end of the third. Can Southwestern find another? Trying to get something. They will not. The third quarter comes to a close. The Pirates outscored 7-1 in the third quarter after trailing 8-2 at half. Southwestern trying to mount the comeback as we head to the fourth and final period here in Georgetown. Final 15 minutes as we head to the fourth quarter. Pirates trailing the Tigers of Colorado College 15-3. Both teams bringing a new goalie out for the final period. Jackson Lesher, the sophomore out of Mill Valley, California, Redwood High School product, in cage for the visitors. And on the other side, Will Walsh for the Pirates. Lesher on the season, just his third game he's seen action in, less than 25 minutes in total. He's given up 5 goals, 12.08 goals against average, a 167 save percentage. On the other side of things, Walsh, the senior out of TMI down in San Antonio. This is just his second game that he's seen action in. He's just been between the pipes for 3 minutes this season. He's given up 2 goals, has a 33% save percentage. So both teams taking this opportunity to get some fresh faces there in the crease. And I mentioned it many times, beginning to sound like a broken record, but the face-off, Southwestern is just 3 of 20 from the X. And, well, to make matters worse, on the other side of things, Trevor Mackles, the senior from Princeton, New Jersey, is 12 of 13 at the face. He has been absolutely stellar, nearly unbeatable. That combined with the poor clearing from Southwestern, less than 50%. That's really been the story of this one. They've had some opportunity. The vast majority of the offense has been for Colorado College. They've had possession, they've had time, they made the most of it, but that's because of their writing game and because they've dominated at the face-off X. So Pirates will have an opportunity here. It's going to be a slash against Quinn White, the sophomore out of Seattle. White, who has a goal, came up with a pole goal back in the third. Southwestern outscored 7-1 in that third period. White will have to take a seat, at least for 30 seconds. Southwestern EMO need to make something of it. Southwestern just not saying is there's a man behind, and that's going to be out of bounds. Tigers ball, and that's communication. That is simply you need to say there's a man on you. Harrison Yu is there. Southwestern didn't know it. Those are the little things you have to talk. Let your teammates know who's in the vicinity. Tigers back to work. Southwestern really pressing out defensively, trying to lock off a few of those Tigers, not give them an opportunity. Obringer. Excuse me, rather. That's Tim Brown, the senior from Needham, Mass. St. Sebastian's product. Likes this short stick matchup. Still with Brown, even though Nicholas is coming out. Brown trying to find a little bit of space there. Brown stepping in the crease. Yeah, it's just too much time in the stick of one player. You have to move the ball. I get it. You have a short stick defending, but even so, attack quickly. Stefik really been a bright spot defensively for Southwestern. Has big number 16. Other way, Pirates. Oh, just lost it. Kaminsky, the freshman, had a memorial in Houston. Had a great opportunity, and just when he was about to pull the trigger, that ball popped out of his pocket. Easily cleared up. Broomfield. Honey. Crunch between a pair of Pirates. All legal. Big number 99 popping right back up. And you wonder if Colorado College is going to start running some clock in these offensive possessions. And they have settled 6-on-6. Are they going to take time? And is that the call from fifth-year head coach Mike Horowitz? Or are they just going to take what's there? If it's there, they'll push it. We'll see. Pirates give it right back. Clearing issues continue to be an absolute killer. Even if your defense is doing its job, if you can't get the ball to the other end, it's all for naught. I just lost it. Ball popping out of everybody's sticks right now. That time it was Charlie Fowley. Thought he had it. Walsh able to find a man. Ripped down out of the cage. Always a dangerous thing. We talked about that 10-man ride. It's the second time Colorado College has nearly been caught out. When you ride with that many men, the goalie is going to be out of the crease, and Pirates have had two opportunities to take those kind of shots from almost the length of the field. Have not been able to find either one. Knighton now likes the short stick. Favorable matchup here, and he loses it. Simply too easy. Kalina that time. Kalina still. Kalina into the box, taking it himself. Kalina whistles it high. Muska, the freshman out of Seattle Prep, seen some time here, has the ball in his stick. Inside Colorado College starting to empty the bench a bit with just over 10 minutes remaining and a big 12-goal lead. Now to Honey. Able to drop it off, and in goes Elliot Muska, the freshman, with his first of the game. Everybody getting involved right now. New faces on the field. Colorado College doing some work in that Seattle area. You could tell them really recruiting some players. Must got a Seattle prep. O'Day High School, Kent Island High School, all well represented on this team. Once you get that pipeline, a few players start to make the trip. I mentioned St. Ignatius earlier. A lot easier to keep recruiting from there. Colorado College used to have a heavy footprint here in this state, but Southwestern continues to improve, keeping more of these Texans here at home. Back to X they go, trying to find something, looking up. All of a sudden, everybody's having trouble keeping the ball in their stick. Colorado College with a pole out there, and right now just staying out of the mix. Now they'll bring him back across midfield, trying to play some games here. Nicholas coming down. He was open. Pirates didn't have a man on him, but it wasn't timed well. "12 seconds on the shot clock. Tigers really running clock here. Looking for the shot. 3 seconds. And just off the mark. Well, the Tigers, as predicted, starting to go a lot deeper into these shot clocks here with 8.5 minutes remaining. Dyson Kwan now, local product out of Vista Ridge High School, just north of Austin. Hendricks, freshman out of Parker, Colorado. Getting a chance to get some minutes against a team from his home state, since that one just off the mark. Nice bounce shot there. Like the take there, bounces off the defender, creates enough space. Southwestern backing it up, keeping possession. Ooh, yard sale, lost sick ball and everything else, but the Pirates will keep possession. That's the most important thing. Nice check laid by Oscar Armour, and the flag goes flying. It's going to go against Colorado College as things starting to get a little chippy here at the end. 7:22 left in this one. And it's going to be a quick talking to, it appears, for Charlie Meyer. Meyer, the senior out of Pennsylvania, Episcopal Academy product. They're in the greater Philly area. It'll be on Quinn White, the sophomore pole from Seattle. 30-second penalty for the hold. Southwestern. Nice stuff there, Keaton Cox. Well-worked play, sneaking from behind, found him. Looked like he had the angle too, just couldn't put it on frame. And bounced in, beautiful stuff from Houts, his second, and that's what you need for the local product from right here in Georgetown. That three-quarter release puts a bounce on it. Just the second goal, though, for Houts. 23rd of the season. Ounce has been shut down for the vast majority of this game. But again, it's the simple things we talked about. It's the clearing, it's the face-off. If you can clear successfully, keep your opponent from doing that with a good ride, and that's a trip from behind. Easy call against the Pirates. So it'll stay Tigers ball, 6:44 left in this one. But do the little things, do them well. You're going to be just fine. Tigers, back to what we've seen in Piers in the last few possessions, taking their time. I say that up to Honey. One further. Looking to step in, close down nicely. Well defended by Southwestern. Trailer was there, the LSM. As was Brock Middleton, but it's turned over. Tigers in transition. Here they come yet again. Rip and rope. 16-4. Good teams will make you pay. Volley with his third. Now a hat trick for the senior. But if you turn the ball over, they will make you pay. They're not going to let you get away unscathed. That is exactly what the Tigers have done here today. 6 minutes remaining, a 17-4 Tigers lead. Back to the X. The domination continues for Colorado College. I say that. Couldn't come up with it cleanly. Trevor Flynn had it momentarily, the Manhattan Beach product, and ultimately able to find a teammate. And I must say, as a broadcaster, I'm a huge fan of the Colorado College jerseys in very large, very legible numbers. I'm sure they did not run that by a broadcaster, but if they happen to, they're in Colorado Springs. I know we all appreciate that. Honey coming from behind, has a short set, gets above GLE. There comes the slide. Honey, impressive. Good size for the big freshman midi. He's able to ride out the checks. Look at inside, nice feed. Southwestern had it momentarily, couldn't secure it. It'll stay with the Tigers. Charlie Madden that time, senior from Ohio. "15 seconds on the shot clock. Off the mark, a very acute angle on the shot attempt from Tim Brown. Wisely switched back to his right hand to increase the angle, but ever so slightly. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Looking inside. A beautiful finish from Fowley, who has 4. He and Hudson both sitting on 4 to lead the Tigers. There's that low release, high finish. Almost like a rise ball in softball. By the time you see it, by the time it gets to you, it's so much higher than you anticipate it being because that release point is so much lower. And naturally, goalie's going to inch down. When they see that low release point, they are going to get lower in the cage, create some space in the top of the 6x6 to be exploited. A flag comes in late. We'll see what this is all about. We're going to see if they're going to pick this up. We'll see. Our officials conferring. Still does not appear that they've come to any consensus with 4:26 remaining. I'd be very interested to see what this call is, or if it is indeed a penalty. Oh, it is going to be. He's going to get locked in. One sportsmanlike unminute against Colorado College. Didn't see what drew the flag. It's been physical, but I didn't see anything particularly. So it's going to be on Trevor Flynn, the junior faceoff specialist out of Loyola High School in L.A. It's been physical on both sides. Didn't see, but Flynn may have well had a few words that I was not close enough to hear. You never know. Either way, back to an EMO for Southwestern. You take advantage. House from top, whistles it just wide. That's where you want it, though. That's the man in the position. He's got the full frame to shoot at. Back to him, and you can see there getting a man out quickly when number 11 in white has it. Everybody packed in. Houts again. No mistake on the second. You gave him a second opportunity and makes the Tigers pay. The senior from Georgetown now with a hat trick to lead the Pirates, his third of the game. Houts 24 on the season, 3 in the game. Has been a rare bright spot on the offensive end today for Southwestern. Matthew Swandle came up with the first. Strasser has the other. But again, that penalty unsportsmanlike locked in. So there will not be a Tiger here on the wing on the near side to contest this faceoff. And Southwestern wisely goosing it to Fehrenbacher. Sophomore LSM from Oregon coming up with it. And I think with under 4 minutes remaining, Pirates probably not going to battle back down 13, but you have an opportunity to cut this, get some positive momentum going into your next games on the road in Memphis and Conway, Arkansas, to take on Rhodes and Hendricks respectively. Have a positive feeling, have some confidence coming out of this contest. Obviously, it's been a difficult one, and Tigers will continue to have the Pirates number. This will make it 24 in a row as Jordan sends that one wide. But you have to look at the bright spots. You have to look at the things that you've done well, not just the things that you need to improve upon. Jordan. Big save there from Lesher. Off the mark. There, the senior giving it a shot there with his 6-foot stick. Why not? Have the opportunity to do so. Here's Honey again. Impressed with the freshman midi out of the Bay Area, the St. Ignatius Wildcat. Good size, reads the game well. Nicholas, another Golden State native coming in. Very well defended by Southwestern as he is sent right back, nowhere to go, and able to get by Traylor. Coach Bowman very pleased with the sophomore Jake Traylor out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Said a lot about he and the rest of the long stick middies. That's been a bright spot. 2 minutes remaining. Honey, short stick defending. Down the alley, looking inside, looking to feed. Great ball movement here. And a massive save from Walsh. Now Traylor in transition. Here comes number 7 into the box. Lays it off. Pirates looking to feed inside. Oh, just missing. Did everything, but Egler couldn't finish. Southwestern, some bright spots here at the end of this one with 90 seconds remaining. Exactly what I said. End this one on a high note. Get some positive momentum heading into that road trip. Looking to attack from X. Tooley Junior out of Pennsylvania, Dover product. And it's stolen away, intercepted right into the stick of Oxley. It goes Cade Oxley the other way. Oxley takes it himself. Walsh up to it, big save. Under a minute remaining. Tigers do not have to take a final shot should they just elect to go ahead and end this one. We'll see what they are going to do if they're going to continue to press. Not a team known for taking their foot off the gas. 25 seconds left in this one. Oxley. It does not appear that the Tigers are going to take a final opportunity here, and they will be content with 5 seconds remaining. This 18-5 victory. And they will. The Colorado College takes it. Final score 18-5. The Tigers move to 9-2 on the season. The win streak now at 3 for the men from the Rocky Mountains. Pirates drop to 4-8. Losing streak now at 7 for Southwestern. That'll do it for us. Big thanks to our entire crew, everyone at Southwestern University. Thank you as always for your support and for joining us. The final from Varsity Field, Colorado College Tigers 18, Southwestern University Pirates 5.